So, do I pass on scripts because they seem too difficult to act or direct? And no, this is not a silly question. This is actually a really great question. So, the answer to this is yes, definitely. We pass on screenplays all the time that are going to be too expensive or too difficult to shoot. So, one easy element is tons of VFX. If it's very clearly a VFX heavy script that just requires tons of VFX to finish, that is definitely a yellow flag or red flag that it might not be the right script for us. Sometimes you'll read a script, especially a comedy, and it works on the page, works in context, but it just feels very execution dependent. Like there's only a certain type of actor that can pull it off, Yeah, so that's definitely a thing. Or you'll read a screenplay and one of the roles that you need to cast up, it's very obvious when you do this for a living and you read a screenplay which role you could put all the money into to attract bigger cast. And if that role is very specific, there may be only X number of actors that kind of can fit that and make it work. For instance, there is a guy I know who has a great screenplay. It's based on a true story, got the life rights, all the stuff. But the main character, the role you need to cast up to set this movie up at maybe $15 million, which is what you would need to make it at. There's only like 2 actors that physically fit that look. It's a very, physically fit kind of role, and the person does stuff in the movie that only makes sense if the guy's physically capable of doing it. So there's only a couple of actors that kind of fit that mold and are big enough to set up a $15 million movie and are kind of in the age range of that actor. So they just have a very narrow window to fit through. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not actively working with them to produce the project, is because until you get a yes from one of those like 2 actors that they're going to do it, you're just going to sit here and spin your wheels and the movie's probably not going to go. And because it's based on a true story, you can't really change that much, right?